Dear students, now I am going to tell you about chronobiology in human health and disease. So, what is chronobiology? Chrono means time. Study of living system or life forms in relation to time. That is what chronobiology or else biological clock. I explained you all the different types of biological clock and its significance in my previous video. Now let us see how exactly this biological clock affecting especially to human being, how our health and disease is affected by this, uh, the biological clock, or else you can see the time or the clock operating in us. Chronobiology is a branch of biology that deals with periodic phenomena in the biological processes of living organisms. It deals with rhythmic activities in life forms from molecular level to organism level, from unicellular organism to complex human being. Our all activities are, there is a clock is set for all our activities. It may be in terms of our physiological activities or else in terms of our behavioral activities. You know already, so it is the in the morning you feel hungry, not in the midnight. So similarly, you will be alert and you are ready for learning in the morning hours or else in the daytime. In the night you will be sleepy, not interested to study a complex things. So how our, you will see there is a clock is set in us. So this is what we are going to know more about in this video. Chronobiology, the study of biological rhythms, has made a significant contribution to the development of medicine since long time. You know, in every, whatever the medicine, it may be allopathic or it may be homeopathic or it may be ayurvedic, whatever the system of medicine, they always prescribe the medicine and they say this is the time you have to take this the drug. They set the time, so that is how they are practicing. Circadian clock is an internal timekeeping mechanism that controls most of the body's function. So our all body functions are set by a timekeeping mechanism or timekeeping the regulation. So any disruption of the circadian rhythm may play a role in the pathogenesis and treatment of the diseases. So it is inducing the diseases, or else you can see in the treatment of the disease also it follows circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm means the cycle of day and night, how this 24-hour cycle of the clock our body is set with. So you will able to see the any disruption in this the flow chart. You will see disruption of circadian system that is leading to chronic diseases. So it may be leading to diabetes or cardiovascular disease or obesity or neurological disorders or mood disorders. All these are affected if there is a upset in the circadian clock. So, in human, the circadian clock not only affects the body but also has a significant impact on the mind and behavior. Circadian programming is found in cells, tissues, organs, and the entire organism is regulated through suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN. I explained you, it's a bunch of neurons that is located in the hypothalamus of the brain. This is actually the pacemaker of the biological clock or circadian rhythm. This pacemaker receives photic information regarding photic information, whether it is night or daytime, via the retina, and synchronizes the neuronal cellular clocks, which it transduces to other tissues. Hence, the master clock, that is the main clock, it is nothing but that is the suprachiasmatic nucleus that is present in the hypothalamus, and it sets the other clock in the body. The other organs, the times of the timing or the periodic activities of the other organs set by this super clock that is located in the hypothalamus and is called suprachiasmatic nucleus. It is called master clock. It is responsible for coordinating and synchronizing the circadian rhythm throughout the body. So this is what you will find this from this our activities like sleep, or you can see the our autonomic nervous system, our cognitive performances. Cognitive performances means learning activity, thinking, remembering, performing, all these, this is a cognitive performances. Our mood, whether we are in a pleasant mood or else we are irritable, all this all is all controlled by the circadian rhythm. Our motor activities, our our walking, and all these, our memory, all these hormone secretions in the body, cell cycles, the mitosis, the regeneration of the repairing mechanism, all these in our body, it is set by this master clock and the biological clock or circadian rhythm. The suprachiasmatic nucleus is the master regulator of the biological clock that regulates the function of various organs such as brain, other parts of the brain, what I mean, liver, kidney, and heart. Clock of all these organs set by the super clock or master clock, that is the suprachiasmatic nucleus that is located in the hypothalamus. Circadian rhythm is the 24 hours internal clock in our brain that regulates the cycles of alertness and sleepiness. So we get sleep in the night and we are alert and active during the day. So it's all set by this internal clock of 24 hours. Memory consolidation, body healing. So it is by the time evening or in the night we feel so tired, we need rest. So that is the time the body healing, that is, and the all our muscles and all our body parts will be they'll be rejuvenated in the sleep, and they are ready for working in the morning. So the metabolic regulation occurs during the sleep cycle. So this sleep and wake cycle can influence our eating habits, digestion, body temperature, hormone release, and other bodily functions. So this clock is affecting almost all physiological mechanisms that is in our body, that is our muscular activities, our coordinations, our cardiovascular efficiency, then the blood pressure, everything it is set by this biological clock. So you will able to see in this, you will find in which hour of the day. So our physiological the time is set for the this you will find in the there is a deepest sleep in the midnight. Then you will find you will be there is a in the morning hours you will find the lowest body temperature. As we get up, you will find the bowel movement, then high alertness in the daytime. Then you will find in the afternoon hours the cardiovascular efficiency, highest blood. All this you will see there is a a time set for all our physiological activities and also our behavioral mechanisms. Sleep and wake disturbances are associated with many physiological and psychological disorders. So, any upset in this rhythm, if you are not able to follow this the alert and wake cycle or day and night cycle properly, if untimely food, untimely sleepiness, all these are leading to the the disorders, physiological and as well as psychological disorders. So glucose metabolism, it is the main metabolism, the glucose metabolism or carbohydrate metabolism. It differ in the day and night. Liver metabolism, liver is the metabolic center in the body. It also the functioning of the liver also varies during the day and the night. So the pathways, what are the pathways you will find in the liver? So the mainly the carbohydrate metabolic pathways such as glycolysis, glycogenolysis, then gluconeogenesis, all these are the carbohydrate metabolism. Then beta oxidation, that is the lipid pathways. Then protein pathways such as you can see amino acid metabolism, or else deamination process, or else urea cycle. All these are protein pathways. All these vary in the daytime and in the night time. So that is what's showed in this cartoon. So in the liver you will find in the daytime, that is in the wake cycle, you will find glycogen metabolism, cholesterol metabolism, bile acid synthesis, so insulin secretion in the pancreas. Then in the fat, the lipogenesis, then you can see all this in the day, in the night time, daytime, in the alert cycle. Then in the sleep cycle, or else in that is you will find the fasting, gluconeogenesis will occur, glycogenolysis will occur, mitochondrial biogenesis, then glucagon secretion. In the daytime, insulin secretion, in the night time, glucagon secretion. That means the glucagon and insulin, they act in a opposite way. So that is what you can see how exactly they regulate our metabolism in a opposite way. So that's why it is very important to regulate this day and night cycle, our activity cycle. So correspondingly, you will find in the daytime there is a highest testosterone secretion. Then you can see the cardiovascular strength, and you can see muscular strength, high blood pressure. Then in the night you can see the hormonal variations, increase in the melatonin secretion that induces sleep. So low muscular activities. So this is how the cycle is set in our physiological cycle set in our body. So all physiological and metabolic activities in the human body are controlled by circadian rhythm. So shift workers, so many factories, you will see the night shift, they work in night shift, or else one week they have night shift and another week they have a day shift. BPO softwares, so they are working in the night shift and the day shift. So these shift workers are more susceptible to diabetes, and there is also a correlation with the body weight and sleep time. So this is what I have showed here in this cartoon, how the body clock. So the body clock is set, you can see there is a you can see the by the circadian rhythm, it is operating in our body. It get upset by intrinsic factors or else the factors affected from the internally, that is called gene mutation. There is the gene present in the every cell which is also setting the clock. It is the clock gene. So there is a mutation in the clock gene, or else the aging, the process as the age advances. So that is you can see the clock is not functioning properly. Extrinsic factors like shift duties, we are upsetting this circadian rhythm by working in the night time and taking rest in the daytime. There is a shift working. Jet lag, if the people are frequently traveling in the different time zones. For example, today they are in India, tomorrow they will be in US. That the time zone when the US people are having night, we are having the daytime. So the shifting the time zone frequently. So this is leading to the disorder. It is called jet lag disorder. So we get if we travel to the US, so in for about 15 days or one month, some people they suffer with these sleep disorders. They get up at the night and in the daytime they are sleepy. Similarly, if we travel from US to here, so that is what you can see. Not just US, if you travel in different time zones, Europe and all, we suffer from jet lag for about a month. So these are the one, they are the extrinsic factors. It is upsetting the circadian rhythm. So that is how you can see the shift workers are more prone for diabetes, obesity, hypertension, high BP. So then neuropsychological disorders, depression, sleep disorders, Alzheimer's, all these are psychological disorders. Similarly, metabolic disorders, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, increasing weight or the obesity, high BP, all these. So this is what you can see, the upset in the circadian rhythm in the due to the frequent traveling in the different time zones, or else in the shift working. There are many rhythmic events in the body, such as asthma, the respiratory problems, breathing problems, asthma, which exhibits a strong association with the nocturnal events. So those who are asthma, suffering from asthma, they get asthmatic, the wheezing problem, they get in the night. So the blood pressure control, which is also strongly rhythmic, as it's controlled through the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. The hypothalamus controls the pituitary and the adrenal gland production of mineralocorticoids, which are also under the rhythmic control as the autonomic nervous system. So you know that, so the hypothalamus is the center for all endocrinal regulation. All endocrine gland in the body controlled, it's a master control for all. So similarly, hypothalamus is the center for the biological clock or master clock. Directly it controls the pituitary and other endocrine glands. So this is how our entire body clock is set through this mechanism. So this body rhythms have been shown to affect not only the daily rhythms, weekly rhythms, then monthly rhythms, yearly. So if we upset all these, we are it is upsetting our physiology. But also the prevalence of the disease symptoms excuse me. Maintaining consistent and healthy circadian rhythms helps to improve overall health and prevent chronic diseases like cardiovascular disease, heart attacks, or else diabetes, all these chronic diseases, cancer even. Clinical and research studies have suggested a link between Parkinson's disease and alteration in the circadian clock. So Parkinson's disease, it is a dementia. The people will forget. So then memory loss, it is as the age advances, the many people will get this disease. It is there is a link between this and the upset in the circadian clock. Another area of getting importance is the chronopharmacology. So this describes how certain drugs are metabolized so differently at the different time of the day. This information to adjust and manipulation of the drug dosing. So it is very important, drug metabolism. Some the medicines, they metabolize it differently at different time of the day. That's how they have to be taken at a particular time. That's the importance of the timing in taking the medicines. You should follow that, whatever the doctor prescribes or physician prescribes, in that time, before the lunch they set, or else before the before going to bed. So that time you have to follow properly. Computer and electronic displays. Nowadays the people are addicted to the computer, the internet. They are addicted to the mobile especially. So they are keep on the even in the night time also they are looking into the screen. So this display screen that emit blue light, that stimulates the photoresponsive part of the eye, that sets the clock. So it is the very important, the retina, the photoreceptors are the setting the clock of the master clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus of the hypothalamus, that. So it is now upset. The workers in the factory experience adverse effect of shift work or social jet lag. So this is what I showed here. We are so much addicted to this screen, so it is affecting our health. So this is how this blue light is upsetting our circadian clock, thereby there is obesity, then the modern depression, all these diseases. So the human bipolar disorders, manic depressive disorders. Manic means irritability, then depression means depression. So it is the dullness or not interested to do anything, that is called depression, is associated with the irregularities of the circadian rhythm. Disruption of the circadian rhythm also associated with jet lag, we have discussed. Another one is season associated disorder, SAD it is called. So SAD, so many people, when there is a cloudy, when there is not enough light, or else in the winter, when the shortening of the day, so that is upsetting their moods. So they suffer from depression, lethargic, or you can see they may be very craving for food that time. So that is because of depression, that is carbohydrate craving. Then that is leading to weight gain. Then they cannot concentrate, inability to concentrate, anxiety, all these set because of this season associated disorder, when there is a day length is shortened or poor light in the daytime. The circadian system controls the sleep structure, sleep propensity, timing of the sleep, consolidates sleep, wakefulness. All these are set by the circadian rhythm. So we should be very careful not to upset this. We have to have a proper habits to go, the time for going to the bed, and time for proper timing for get up in the morning. Jet lag, that's already discussed. So it is the slow adjustment to the biological clock. So this is the people suffers if they travel to the different time zone, to the the US, to the India. So that's because of the change in the upset in the biological clock. So that's why you can see they can get a artificial light treatment to adjust the body quickly to the circadian rhythm. So the maintaining consistent and healthy circadian rhythm may help to improve overall health and prevent chronic diseases. So circadian rhythms are influenced by eating, exercise and other factors. Recent decades, the hectic lifestyle and industrialized society has its effects on the quality of the sleep, and these effects are seen in sleep related disorders. Regular exposures to the artificial light, mobile, coupled with the social and economic pressures, so they have shortened the time spent for the sleep. Sleep disorders are characterized by dysynchronization between the intrinsic circadian clock and extrinsic cycle, light and dark cycle, and the social activities. This desynchronization produces excessive sleepiness. You will see in this cartoon, that is called hypersomnolence, and or insomnia, or not getting enough sleep. So why So it is has a, now you will understand the importance of this chronobiology, the discovery of the molecular basis of circadian rhythms. So by Jeffrey Hall, then Michael Rosbash and Michael Young. So it is recognized as the Nobel Prize in 2017. In 1970, Seymour Benzer and they demonstrated the mutation in the gene period. They identified a gene period. The mutation in this gene disrupt the circadian rhythms in fruit flies. They discovered the clock related gene called period in fruit flies. In 1984, they have the Jeffrey Hall, Michael Rosbash isolated this period gene and discovered the protein PER, that is the encoded from this period gene, accumulated during the night time and was degraded by the daytime. So that is how they can able to find out the molecular mechanism for this biological clock. Protein levels oscillate over 24 hours cycle. During daytime there is a less amount, and in the night time very high amount of protein. So how they get degraded, they were amazing. That is the Michael Young. Later in 1994, Michael Young discovered the second clock gene, that is called TIM, timeless gene. It is coding for the protein called TIM. So when in the daytime, when the TIM is bind with the PER is get degraded, so that the activity cycle. In the night time, this PER is going to bind on this the period gene. So this is how they could able to the mechanism of this molecular mechanism of this chronobiology. Dear students, so there is a clock, the master clock. It is set by the day and night cycle, and also it sets the clock in the heart, clock in the liver. So it is very important. Now I don't know whether you are in this sleepy state. Thank you.